So, in continuation of my fibroid story, in part one, I was given the rundown of how I realized that I have fibroid, what happened, and how I go about it. So this is part two, following from part one. So guys, I realized that I said, okay, I'm going to definitely get this out, because the way it let me feel the weakness and everything, I decided to do it. Went to the doctor. Doctor said how much to pay. It was going to cost me $3,000. Mind you, I'm a minimum wage worker, and I'm going to do this surgery now. So I decided, my boss is very supportive, I must say. They're very supportive. People that I work with, who I do days work with, who I share it with, they're very supportive, you know. And so I decided that I'm going to do this surgery. And I went in. I already covered in debt. And I started to look. Then, if I was to do this surgery, I'm a working woman who provide for my family. What is going to happen? I'm going to have to lay in bed for how long? I don't have a insurance to cover my while I'm home. A full insurance, I don't. I pay national insurance of 90 something dollars, call it 110 every month here, but you don't just get back insurance like that, because if you do not have a valid insurance card, you can't get anything, and you will still have it, and you get the runaround until whenever time. So you must find this money to do it. I start to read upon it. I remember I cry out to God. I pray. I cried behind closed door, because you hear about fibroid, and you hear people are talk about it. Some say, well, pregnancy out of the way for me, because I don't know that I never need another child. I don't want another baby. So at the end of the day, I have grandkids and everything. I have 4 beautiful children, 2 boys and 2 girls. And I know that having babies for me is a full stop, right? So that wasn't my concern. My total concern was, how am I going to finance myself, finance what I'm doing, that foreign country for how much years trying to build a place over my head back home. Now me going to lay up in a bed, and how am I going to able to do that? So I start to cry out to God, man, and I pray to God. Me talk to God like how me sit down before the camera talking to you ladies. And even gentlemen, because a man might just be watching and share it and find out that his loved one also have the issues and can share and say, go over and watch their authentic journey. So I'm saying, so what is it? You know? And I'm reading upon it, and you understand what I'm saying? And I cried, and I cried. Yes, I cried. You see, sometimes we say we trust God, but from the human side come the word of God. He declare, the Lord said he will never leave his people. He will never forsake us. Even when it seems like the world are caving upon we, trust God. And I start to do the maths, and how much they say was going to be half a 2 months. I went to the doctor. The doctor said to me, she said, Mr. Costa, I don't understand. Your blood work is excellent, on point. For you to be passing this much blood X, Y, Z, I don't understand. I said, I live on greens. I live on green juice and green punch and beetroot and turmeric and all those stuff. And he said, whatever you're doing, keep it up. Because trust me, for you to be bleeding this much, your iron is up, your blood level is good and everything. And I'm saying, thank you, Jesus. At least. So no. I lie down in bed till hours and night, can't go to my bed. Looking, reading up. And when I see this situation with so many ladies who said they have done the operation and the fibroid return, I said, that not sound good. fibroid return. Then if you take it out, how the hell it come back? Start to read up on it. You must change your lifestyle. You must cut down on red meat. You mustn't eat certain type of food. And I said, okay. I even read the intermittent fasting is good. And I already was doing that on and off. So you eat like in the morning, you don't have anything till 12 o'clock, but before bedtime you eat, you cut off it. So I was in a 16 period. So like for instance, like I have my dinner like anytime after 5 6 o'clock mostly, but if my I would carry it up to 7 o'clock. So when I eat at 7, I want to eat back till like 11 12 o'clock the other day. If you can go further, it's okay, but if you can't, don't force it. You can drink water, you can drink black coffee, you can drink tea, you can drink anything when you're doing that. You can drink green juice or anything like that, but you can have your coffee in the morning without sugar, and you can have tea, and you can have like your beach, like your ginger, and you squeeze a lemon. So I did choose now to use the lemon. So I said okay. So I started to boil my ginger, because I used to do that before, but I wasn't consistent. So I started to boil the ginger, turmeric. I will blend up the turmeric, and I will I always blend nice smoothie, and the ginger. So I start now to boil the fever grass, because I was reading up on how the Japanese then live that long in Japan. And I said, I want to be a long liver too, but to be that, it has to be healthy. And they was talking about the goodness of all herbs and stuff. So I read upon a lot, and I started to do a girlfriend of mine told me about the cloves. So I get the cloves, and I get the turmeric. Some say turmeric, we say turmeric. And I get the ginger, and I get the sometimes the bay leaf. But my main task was the fever grass. I love the smell and I love the taste. So I would boil the fever grass with the turmeric and the ginger, and the cloves, and I will change it up at times. So at times I just do turmeric and ginger and cloves, cinnamon leaf, sometimes cinnamon stick. To be honest, I used to do most of cinnamon stick at that time. I used to do cinnamon stick. So I used to be boiling the cinnamon, and sometimes my kids come to my house, they're afraid to drink something from my glass, because it always tastes of either cinnamon or there's a green bush, because they say me a goat, but it pay off. So I realized now I start to do that. I have that in the morning, and I only squeeze the lemon in it. So I will boil it, and I squeeze the lemon in it. I have a cup for tea, and I don't sweeten it or nothing at all. But then I will make certain amount, and then I will put a little honey in that, squeeze the lemon, put it to cool, and then I will put it in the fridge. And the time hot, I will drink it for juice. But you just brackish it a little. You don't make it sweet or not. You just put a little tip of honey. You understand me? You're not sweeten it or not. But in the morning, I don't drink anything in it. And I'll do that for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And I find a few pounds going down. Because now I cut off certain eating point. I never cut off a meat. I will reduce red meat to a point, but I never come off of it fully. And I reduce it. And I decide now that I'm going back to the doctor, because now my date now to set the date. And I went to the doctor, and he said he already told me how much it costs and everything, and I take it. I plan and everything. When I reached the doctor, now the doctor turned to me and said, "Oh, Miss Doctor, you has to go back to do another X-ray, and then another set of blood work and everything." And I said, "Really?" I went and I do the blood work, and I get back to him. So he said, at that point now, he told me that I don't know, I don't see the cyst no more. Your cyst is gone. I said, "Excuse me, doctor." He said, "Yeah." You no longer have any cysts. And then he said to me, the fibroid, they're tiny. I thought it was a big one, but they're very tiny. They're just a little tiny one. Hey, who else could it be but God? Hmm? But God. So I said, you know, his doctor don't want the money. So he said, but you still have to do the operation, because the way they find a farm and it looks big, like it's a big one, but they're tiny. So you still would have to do the operation for the fibroid. You know, me start call Susan, Betsy, Mitzi, Pamela, Carla, a woman thing now, you know. Because me start to call her and I talk, you know. So this one start to say, don't do it, Lee. Don't, because you can't something that when you catch certain age, once you reach menopause, me guarantee you, Lee, just continue to change your lifestyle and XYZ. And no, my daughter, she was really scared. She keep on, mommy, don't do it, don't do it. And at that point, my mind don't change already, because I said, I'm not going to do more tests like it before. Me not have it. And I put it to the Lord. And I keep drinking. And I keep drinking. And I keep drinking. My fever grass, my turmeric, my ginger, my cloves, my cinnamon leaf, my cinnamon stick. And I drink them. And I live on the green juices them. I blend them up. I turn them upside down and I blend them up. I used to. So I get in it even more. And I keep blending and juicing, blending. My smoothie, when I look in the fridge, I have my jar. Then with my smoothie, I have my different with my something. Then I cut down on certain food. I realize the bleeding going down. The pain going down. Sometimes I go to the bathroom in my work. Sometimes I say I go run and do work and I go and I get up. I have to hold my back, so I have to twist. So sometimes I have to take 2 pillows before I go on my bed. And the pain, it was constant. It was terrible. The bleeding, oh God. So, it wasn't pretty. And I'm not going to tell her that I'm out of the hoods. By no means. But I must say, glory be to God. The whole heap of pain, it cut down. I started to take a few vitamins. The iron pill, make sure you take iron pill. You might be eating right, but when you're bleeding that much, having fibroid and you're bleeding, you need to take iron. And the iron that I normally would take is the let I show you. What is the name again? Let me show you guys. Let me show you. Oh Lord. The trinemic. Oh, look at the rear one. Oh gosh. I remember this one. It is not this one. I put it the other day. Okay. This one, got this there, sir. So me scared now, guys. Me. Okay. I take the let I show you guys. This is the one. So this one, I went and I bought this one first, but I don't like this one. It helped to a maximum, but it said gentle iron, folic acid, vitamin B12, which contribute to the reduction of tiredness and fatigue. What is the name? Hemoglobin and red blood cells. So I tried this. This was the one I was taking, guys. This one, and it looked like this, like some natural, but it never worked for me. But the trinemic, this is the one that I really, this is the trinemic. Yeah. You're having problem with your low blood cell. already taken all this stuff and everything, but with the bleeding and stuff, I haven't taken them for a while, but I'm going to start about the trinemic. See it here? It is really good. It is good. And this is what I normally would take, and it helps. But I can tell it's helped like with the tiredness and stuff, but I'm not a pill to be, no. So I boil my stuff them, and I blend up my stuff them. I do my carrot and, you know, my beetroot. I drink the beetroot. I just blend the beetroot. I send it to the other stuff them to the juicer, and it worked. It helped me. So my period was back to normal, coming, you know, until sometimes now I will find out that I don't have that heavy with those, you know, those drop-ins, you know. So I give God thanks. So ladies, I'm just here to share with you that we African women, we black women across the world, from time to time, it do come upon us. It is nothing that we have done. It you don't have to rush in to do no pharma, no operation sometimes, because I choose not to do it after reading up on so many the different ladies who have done it, and it grown back, and some who the pain that they are in after, and then they not only that, but it's like when I listen to people who are talking about the pain that they in, and the severe bleeding and the clots and XYZ and everything, and I said, but mine much better. I don't have to do that, because some who already going to doctor and this medication, that medication, they're in terrible situation more. And that is why I'm willing to share with you guys to say this is what worked for me, for my fibroid, and I'm saying to you, do not be ashamed to talk about it. Because you might just help someone else, and if you have something that you take, I would like to know. But I'm just sharing what I'm doing and what worked for me personally, and I'm willing to put it out there because I put it on TikTok, like showing like some of the herbs and stuff, and the amount of people that was texting me, and I was realizing, I even realized more at that point that so many women are suffering from it. So many women are going through a lot and just not talking about it. And we don't have to suffer in silence. No, it's not the time to suffer in silence. Technology, we can use technology to help each other. And that is why, the reason why I choose, this is the reason I choose to share it with you guys, to say don't suffer in silence. Speak about it. Ask about what other people do. Go online, read up on it. I personally, authentic journey, I'm going to share what I'm doing constantly. My diabetic situation, I'm going to speak about it. My sister told me that I'm the first one who let her know that diabetes could be reversed. So I'm saying to you, we don't have to suffer in silence with no illness, nothing whatsoever. We have the YouTube out there can help us. You can Google. You have so many different things can help us. And so I choose this way. I change my lifestyle a lot, and I always move. I'm moving more, and then I join the gym. When I don't join the gym, I walk a lot. I've lost a couple pounds well, and you know it feel good, and so I'm trying to keep it up, and you know, so it helped me, you know. I feel different, much better in my body, and you know, from time to, as I said, I'm not going to say I'm out of the woods, but I'm going to say glory be to God, because from where roll back the curtain from 2 years back now to now, I'm doing fabulous, and I feel fabulous, and I'm looking fabulous. So join me in my journey at Lay Authentic Journey, and as I share my lifestyle with you, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, and my life journey. I'm going to share my diabetic story. I'm going to share my full life journey with you guys, and tell a friend to tell a friend. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, that whenever time I post a video, you will be notified. I just love to help people. Everybody know that about me. I love to help, and that is why I'm here tonight. It's not about being on YouTube. That is a part of it, but not about just go there. No, it's about helping someone on my journey, and that is why I said Lay Authentic Journey, because this is my journey. It is authentic, and it's my life. living and working in the Bahamas. All those stories I'm going to give you what it's like and what it's not. So click over to Leah Authentic Journey as I share my journey with you, my beautiful people. Until next time, this is your girl Leah Authentic Journey saying peace out. Bye for now.